Thanks for joining me. We get clients who get denied entry into Canada for multiple reasons. Majority of them are for individuals who have a criminal background. Some happened, yesterday, and some happened years ago, but they do need to enter Canada. So how do we overcome this inadmissibility? Whether it's a criminality or whether it is a health inadmissibility or a financial inadmissibility or whatever inadmissibility for you to enter Canada, to overcome the inadmissibility, there's two documents you may be eligible to apply for. One is called the temporary resident permit, and the other is called criminal rehabilitation. For the purposes of this video, we're going to focus on the temporary one, the temporary resident permit. Do not confuse this with the temporary visitor visa. Many people, when they hear TRP, they associate it with the TRV. And they're two substantially different night and day applications. One is to visit Canada. One is you can't visit Canada because you have an inadmissibility. So when you go on IRCC website, there's limited information on TRPs, lots of information on TRVs. In fact, you can't even pull the TRP form on the IRC website unless you have ample legal knowledge where you can maneuver and find that particular form that the government wants you to fill out. A temporary resident permit can be done at the consulate level and it can be done at the port of entry. In order for you to utilize the port of entry for same-day decision, you need to be from a visa-exempt country, meaning you need to physically come to the border. If you're from India and Pakistan, well, your first problem is that you're not at a Canadian crossing. So the TRP port of entry is for someone like an American citizen. They have a criminal inadmissibility, they have an urgent business trip, they can't wait for the consulate, so they may utilize the port of entry officers for same-day decision. So the first thing you got to check is, am I coming from a visa-exempt country? If you are not, so let's say the Indian or Pakistani would need to apply for the TRP at the consulate. The TRP is not a status document. It is an entry document. Remember, it's to overcome the fact that you are not allowed to enter, which means you now also need to submit another application. What is the basis of you entering Canada? Business visitor, visitor visa, study permit, work permit. That is the base of the application, and the TRP is to overcome your entry. So combine the two and you submit that to the consulate. So again, TRP for the port of entry, visa exempt. TRP consulate is for people who are not visa exempt. That doesn't mean that an American should immediately drive to the border and present it to the border officers. It really depends on the nature of the offense. What was the offense? When did you complete your sentence? How many offenses are we talking about? How long ago are we talking about? And most importantly, why are you coming to my borders and why did you not submit this application to the consulate? These are going to be tough questions that you're going to answer to the officer, and you should have what we call a TRP port of entry package. Even though you have the ability to present something to the officer to the border, doesn't mean you should not go without ammunition. You should go with the entire package that explains everything in detail to the officer, the nature of your visit, the nature of the offense, the completion of your sentence, etc., etc. Nicely explained to the officer so that question answers at the borders are going to be short for you. Give that to the officer and hopefully they will review it and enter. Most of our clients that we assist with the TRP port of entry do get admissions into Canada, but there's a tactical way of doing it. There's a tactical way of answering the officer's question, is specifically in relation to why did you not submit something before coming to my border? This is a very important question that you're going to get, and so there are specific answers that you can give, again, depending on your unique situation. If you have an urgent travel date that you need to come to Canada, please give us a call. We're here to help. Thank you, and until next time.